Alright, folks. I think we're live. Hey, folks. Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Alright. Back out here on the Mississippi. It's going to be an 80-degree day, so it's a gorgeous day to get out fishing. Happy Saturday, my friends. Saturday. I know it looks good down here, but I don't know. We dropped about 1.5 feet overnight down here. Yeah, all this stuff is super muddy down here. You can't even walk it. When that water plummets like that, a lot of times these fish will escape the shallows. They're just paranoid. It's a biological instinct with them. Actually, they don't want to be in those shallow water. We're gonna see if there's any fish sitting down here today. If not, it's just a beautiful day to come out. I know I got a pretty good feeling we're gonna at least catch something down here. Let's see, I got a 1/16 of an ounce of weight on this one. I got an 1/8 and I got a 1/4 ounce. I got all those with Carolina rigs. I got my little 6-pound test here. I got it kind of mixed up. I got my 10-pound test in the middle, and I got my 8-pound test over on the right. You guys know these small these fish in the shallows, they really don't want to hit anything heavy. You either have to use a real light leader or just real light line. And if you're gonna use light leader, why the heck did you just what? I mean, it's gonna bust off right there. As long as you got good knots, it's gonna hold pretty good. We're just getting started. I think I'll read. A lot of muck in on our lines right now, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's what happens when the water should be rising, but they're holding water up past the lock and dam for some reason. Probably for spring, you know, the crops and everything. So they got that lock and dam closed upriver, which is making the water drop down here. Getting a lot of muck coming down because the water's actually rising. It's just we're not getting it. I think that looks good, folks. I think I'll come check that shaft. See what's going on. And there we are. We're just getting started, folks. See, Playmess Fishing's first in line. How you doing, Playmess? Richie's coming in. Yep, Playmess first. Playmess says, let's go. Playmess says, yep, the first like Mike. I do appreciate that, my friend. See, Playmess says, good luck. See, Clear Coos, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? I don't see any big common carp or anything jumping right now. That doesn't mean they're not in here. We're gonna find out. Here, Cube says hi. See, Miss Daisy, what's going on? How you doing, Miss Daisy? Miss Daisy says hi, you Mike. Miss Daisy says hi, everyone. Deer says hi. And Creek Seeker, what's going on? How you doing? Creek Seeker says double tap that screen, y'all. Yeah, it's such a beautiful day. I don't even need a wind block today. Just glassy skies today. Let's see, Lindbaum. Hi, Colby. MVP, get you some big carp and drum. Hey, keep your fingers crossed, buddy. With these dropping waters, we might be pushed down downriver a little bit to a little deeper water. They might be getting scared out of this stuff. Extra motto. Extra motto says very good. Let's see. Colby says Josh Beer Coop salute. Flamas. See, Creek Surgery says Colby. See, Colby says fingers don't need to be crossed. I trust you're gonna catch a 20-pounder. Hey, I'll give it a shot, buddy. I'll give it a shot. See, I forgot to check how many people were in. Let's see, 10 people in and 10 thumbs up. You already got 10 and 10. It is just a gorgeous day to be out, folks. It really is. I don't know, I'm hoping, I actually kind of like the look of that spot further down there. I know kind of how shallow this is, and it gets into a quick drop off, but I don't know, when this water is dropping real quick, they get a little suspicious. We're gonna see, folks. Yeah, she's supposed to be getting near 80 degrees today. Right, come on. That's a pretty good bite. Flat out missed him. It might have too long of a. I think that's why it happened. I think I got too long of a leader on this one. Yeah, I had this for carp fishing down at Fairgrounds the other day, so I got a big long leader on it. Let me take off about a half inch of this. These guys still aren't real close to the surface yet as far as our warm water species are concerned. Now the blue cat and stuff, you know, they're in here, they're running up already to do their bedding thing. They're going to be closer to the surface, but species like buffalo carp, freshwater drum, common carp, grass carp, they're going to be deeper. Deeper and closer to the bottom. That water's about 45 degrees, 46 degrees, still pretty dang cold. Remember we had those below freezing temperatures recently, so that'll slow things down quite a bit. Yeah, I just took a little bit of that feeder off here. About a half inch. I got a tiny hook on this one. I figured I was going to be catching small fish on the shallow rod anyway, so it's one of my little trout hooks. God forbid I hook anything over about 10 pounds on it. Now those rods, I can land a 40, 50 pounder on them. That's got them. Got him, folks. He's on. And that was pulling hard. Like that is. Whoa, buddy, whoa. Got a big old freshwater draw. Yes, I can try to double it and pull it in, dang. That's a couple pounds, about 2 to 2.5 pounds. Yeah, I hooked him right in the tip of the mouth there, so you can see he was just chewing on it. That's our first fish of the day, folks. Number one. And look at that. That fish has got bite marks across him. Sheesh, something tried to eat him. It's amazing down here. I catch 2 and 3 pound fish sometimes, and I got bite marks across them. Yep, it's on the other side too. Some like 15, 20 pound flathead had grabbed a hold of him by the head and almost had him. Look at those colors on that. Those chromes and purples and silvers, just, and who doesn't like drum? It's a beautiful fish, folks. Gotta love it. Gotta love doing this, folks. We're gonna get him in for a little bit of a close-up for you guys. Just beautiful. All right, see you, buddy. Thank you. He's actually in real shallow water. He's in like within a foot of the bank. That's actually kind of surprising. They're still coming into those shallow water with that dropping water like that. Let me get both these rods back out. I'm going to check that chat, okay? That's still not short enough for the leaders. That's a little better. Yeah, that's what, maybe 5, 6 feet from the bank? Yeah, I know. I'm blind. Give me a break. 58. Yeah, this current is like, one thing about it, this current is like ripping sometimes this direction and then it'll just stop. And the hook doesn't bite. So I saw that. Pecking on that pretty good. Pecking on pretty good right there. Got a little better worms today too. Temperature's getting a little warmer. It's bringing some nice big red worms. I got a couple night crawlers too. Plus I got a lot of little white worms too. Probably should be pressed this other rod too, on man. That's got to bite. Alright, we're back, folks. Now that's our basic little technique. These like a good old quarter size of I've gotten like 50-pound blue cat grab that. I mean, that's actually a decent sized amount of bait. The garden variety worms, just stuff you dig, especially in this cold ground. The ground's still pretty dang cold. I'm gonna request this one on now. Hit one in the head. Got him. Come on, folks. Let's hit one in the head. Throw the rod out of the way. This should stay on there for a second. All right. The rod's in. spawning over the other line. Another big drum. That's bigger than the last one. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, I got him. That's like a 4 or 5 pound drum there. Not seeing any buffalo, but these drum are around. Yeah, that's a big one there, folks. I must hit that one in the head. Come out on me, don't come out, don't come out, don't come out. Wait, still. That boy! That little fucker had behind the dang eyes, you little thinker. I see why he's blind on one side. He like me. I'll take it back. You can smack me in the face. He's blind in one eye. That's another nice one. That's a good 5 pounds, folks. I'm surprised they're coming in here to the shallows. I guess they're dropping their eggs. Whoa. Have a rod? Heard something behind me. I was gonna go for the other rod. Yeah, that one's got a brownish color. Yep. See the orange on the tail there, the bottom fins. Yeah, this fish is actually bedding. So she feels like she's full of eggs. Get her closer. I'll show you guys this. Yeah, see, he's got that kind of, that evil eye on him, that little squinty eye. Gorgeous fish, folks. Beautiful. Gotta love doing this, folks. Yeah, you see that orange fin on him? On her, actually, yeah, that's a female. She's out there bedding. So let's get this fish back in the water, let her do her thing. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now I was reeling this one in, and all that rod pulling. Oh, I better grab it. I'll tell you guys a little secret. I sat down here for a half hour without a bite before I figured, might as well turn the live feed on. And yep, the fish started hitting for you guys. They did. They were waiting. Actually, I think they've gotten used to the camera down here. They don't want to hit unless the camera's on. That's crazy. Wouldn't that be a weird thing? Like, the fish won't hit down here unless they're on YouTube. On the tip. I guess I'll cast these guys in closer. I mean, that big of a drum is in that close, man. I'm sure a 15, 20 pound big cat's gonna nose up in there. So I'm trying to get back to you guys in chat. Let's see if I can get all 3 rods back out. Appreciate you guys coming in. I hope you're having a great Saturday, my friends. Down here on the Mississippi River again, down by the Arch in St. Louis. Got one 4.5 pound drum and one definitely, that one was definitely over 5 pounds. If that was a largemouth, man, you'd have mounted that sucker on the wall. Especially in Missouri, that state record's 10 pounds. So a 5 pound largemouth is a wall mount. A 10 pounder, that's a fish. A 7 or 8 pounder is a fish of a lifetime. Yeah, I got plenty of worms. If they're that big, I'm gonna gobble these worms on here. Give them as much degrees. I get them out there. Yep. Yep. I can do better than that. I need to be about a foot to the right. I was about ready to get this one out there. I almost had enough bait on her. I was right in the middle of baiting that one up. I think they like these red worms better than they like the little white worms. Mind you, they'll eat the white worms, but they like the red worms better. It's a step up. These worms, they got a lot more flavor to them and they're a lot softer. You got T-bone versus sirloin. As far as their grade in worm quality. Right, let's get that back out here. That might be a little close. Out. The other two are pretty shallow, so I keep my worms in the shade. 80 degrees, it'll melt red worms. They'll be dead out here in 5 minutes. Alright, I think I can get back to that cat finally. I appreciate you guys' patience there. Let's see, we're gonna go, we have to go way back up here in chat. Let's see, Creek Fisher, Emblem. See, Richard, what's going on? How you doing? Richard says good evening, all from the UK. Appreciate it, my friend. This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're down on the Mississippi River. See, Danny, what's going on? How you doing, Danny? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me make sure to switch over so I can. And we just broke 7,000 subs, folks. I just checked. We just broke the 7K. Let me make sure to pin that up. All right, here we go. Let's see where is that, anyways. Gotta find that in chat, Danny. Hang on, folks. I'm trying to pin up a message here. Alright, there we go. Alright, thanks for that, Danny. I appreciate that, my friend. Let me switch back to our other account here. Trying to keep an eye on these rods. Man the fishing, man the chat. There we go. Here we are again. All right, 26 people in and 28 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. This is incredible, my friends. Yeah, I got backed up in chat here, I'm afraid. So let me chat. Miss Daisy, what's going on? How you doing? Miss Daisy's still in. How you doing, Miss Daisy? He says, let's go, Mike. It's the NJ Fishing Maniac. What's going on? Hi, Mark. Hey, Mark, what's going on? It's about 80 right now. Man, it's nice out here. Catching big old drum. Getting a nice sunburn. Can't beat it. Let's see, Fabian, what's going on? How you doing, Fabian? Fabian says MVP. Fabian says NJ Maniac. He says, nice drum, Mr. Mike. I appreciate that, NJ. Thank you. Miss Gigi, what's going on? Mike says, hi, Mike and chat. Danny says, hi, Miss Gigi. Hi, Scat. Let's see, Pure Coop says, Mark. Let's see, Rassel, what's going on? Rassel Gaming. Rassel Gaming says, hi. NJ says, Miss Gigi, Danny, man, Peter, almost time for carp here, a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm waiting patiently to find them down here too, NJ. I'll just be fishing down here, and all of a sudden I'll catch 8 or 9 of them in one day. And then they'll be gone for like a week, and then they'll just kind of pop up every once in a while. See, Kirkup says yes. Let's see, family, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Babby says afternoon, sorry. Let's see, Denny, what's going on? How you doing? Danny Blazer. And he says, hey, Mike, how's it going, man? Gigi says, NJ Pierre. Pierre says, Miss Gigi. Denny says, NJ. NJ says, Denny. Denny says, got it. See, mostly what's going on. How you doing, my friend? Mostly says, fish on. Let's see, Denny says, Miss Gigi. Babby says, woo. Miss Gigi says, Babby, Danny. Danny says, all are well. Babby says, let's go. Let's see, Babby says, woo, yes, sir. Let's see, Adventure, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Adventure says, nice fish. He says, probably close to start of the spawn. Yeah, they're probably thinking about it. Let's see. Spawn, what's going on? Spawn says, bravo, hello. Let's see, Mostly says, big one. Let's see, Bambi says, so sweet. Yeah, yeah, they earned it. They fought their hearts out. See, Dutch carp fishing, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? See, Dutch carp fishing says, nice place to fish. Yeah, this is the Mississippi River. We've got some decent current. A lot of common carp, brass carp, buffalo. 2 species of buffalo, in fact. We do get a few Asian carp down here, but not many. Let's see, Coffee Cake, what's going on? How you doing? Cake says MVP. Let's see, Redmond, what's going on? How you doing? Redmond says stop in to say hi. Smash that thumbs up and work till 5. All right, I got you, my friend. I appreciate you dropping by. I hope the work day goes fast. Let's see, John P, what's going on? John P Adventures. John P says MVP, love you, brother. My friend's feeling good. Yeah, this sun can knock you out of the winter grumps pretty fast. Let's see, 29 people in, 32 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me switch back to my other account here so I can make sure to give out a couple wrenches here. I see a few people in chat. I need to wrench up. Come on, you stinker. Switching around accounts can be a little tricky at times. And there we go. See, John P, I want to add here. Fishing. Also want to add. And Coffee Cake, I will also add you as well. And there we go, guys. I think I'll add Adventures as well. There you guys go. Now you can sub up. I'll stay in the chat. There's a lot of people that drop by during the day. So, gives you something extra to do while I'm fishing, right? Plus, I want to make sure to help everyone grow as much as I can. Right, there we are back in, see, Fun Fishing Adventures, what's going on? How you doing? And Arnold, how you doing, my friend? Arnold says hello, brother. Long time no see. And Fun Fishing says hi. How you doing, Fun Fishing? You see 34 people in, 34 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. might have to refresh these guys. They look like they got some gunk on them. Yeah, a lot of times in this river, even if the water's raising, you'll get water dropping, and you'll get a lot of muck on your line. You have to reel it in every 15-20 minutes, and you're just gonna wind up with 50 pounds worth of leaves on your hook. I think that looks pretty good. They seem to be right at that edge here. Remember when the water was lower, there was like a sand spot where it plummeted down and come right back? They seem to be right off that edge. So if I can get right on that edge, they seem to hit. If I'm too far past it, I don't get a bite. If I'm too far in shallow, then I don't get a bite either. So there, we're moving right on that drop off. See that stuff on there? That's just a stick. Written by the grass. It's surprising what you can do with a little container of ripper. It's surprising. Again. Make up its mind which direction the current wants to go. I didn't get that worm on there, I just stuck it on there. Little trick about using worms, garden variety like that, if you got some worms that are softer and some worms that are tougher, put the softer ones above the tougher ones. That way the tougher one holds the softer worm on there. Horrible. I'm waiting one of these days to hook into a 30-pound grass carp. They'll show up down here all of a sudden. You'll be fishing, catching little drum and everything, and big drum, and you'll catch carp and common carp, and just all kinds of stuff. And all of a sudden, there'll be like 1,000 grass carp around. See in the background. Like they're doing okay. Focus, Mike. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that popped it. And if you get right off that drop off, that's come on. Oh, you'll stick. Man, I missed it. Yeah, feel it? When I was pulling that line up there, that's that drop off. Of course, they would be hitting my ultralight. Okay? Obviously, they love doing that. They'll either hit my big rod in real shallow water or my shallow rod. Like an overdoing it or underdoing it. Good again. Drop off again. Now. Got long slime on me. Yeah. I love that smell though. I do. I love it. I admit it. I love it. check out what's going on in chat. Let's see, 19 people still in and 37 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. See, Kevin, what's going on? How you doing, Kevin? He says hi. Let's see, Mito, what's going on? Bye, Mito. How you doing? Mito says hi. You guys wonder why I like this spot so much. We're up a little high. How did I miss that fight? Hey, I was popping. Having to look down that rod was bouncing again. It's okay, right? Yeah, fine. I'm feeding the fish again, folks. I'm doing it. After I catch one or two, they get my number. They're like, okay, we let you catch one or two of us. Now you're gonna have to work to catch us. That's popping it. It's out there deeper. Oh, still in there. Come on, buddy. Yeah. I got plenty of worms in here. They're just buried. Look right there. Leave it pop on that a couple times. Let it go. Have to see what's wrong with it. And that's right off that edge too. Yeah, now the current's ripping to the left again. I was getting bites and kind of stabilized for a minute there. Now it's ripping to the left again. Folks, I'll get back to that chat in a second. Got him. It's on, folks. Got him. Right when I'm trying to do something else. about a pound. They're nice, strong. How many pounds on that? Oh, that's probably going about 2 pounds. 1.5. Yeah, we won't put that one at about 2 pounds. But 1.5 pounds. Yeah, that's definitely about 1.5 pounds. I'll give her 1.5 pounds for sure. Doubles, folks. Come here, buddy. Doubles. Another nice one. One about the same size. I looked over and I saw that other rod pull, and I was like, oh, well, I better set the hook, shouldn't I? We got doubles on that. That one's actually bigger than the first one. Guys. And the hooks are out of you guys. Just let me show you off to YouTube and you can go home. Hey, doubles by yourself is a lot harder than you think, folks. Yeah, they'll each go about, this one's about 2 pounds, this one's about 1.5 pounds, so. Hey, we're catching them, folks, doubles. Gotta love doing this, folks. Beautiful. Yeah, they're in here pretty shallow, obviously, so. What do I go figure? The water's dropping, they should get worried about getting stuck in the, I don't know, whatever they're doing, I figured it out. All right, buddies. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Woo. Now, that's fun, folks. That is fun there. Oh, boy. I was trying to say a little while ago that we were just below 7,000 subs, but then the fish just started obliterating everything I throw out here, so I haven't really had time to thank you guys for getting us up there. Yeah, people in my chat they're just freaking awesome, man. Coming in and viewing, and like I remember like just over, I think, 1.5 years ago, I was at like 400 subs. Yeah, you know Modog Fly Feed, he's always talking about, you were the first live feed you ever came into with my live feed. You and Bob and Skipjack Cindy and Marks, those are the first live feeds I ever came in, and they kind of taught me the ropes of how to do this. And it took me a long time to get confidence enough to talk to you guys all the time. The first couple of live feeds, you can see I was just kind of fishing, but I figured it out eventually. Give an old man long enough, he'll figure something out. Well, let's see if I can get all 3 rods back out here. I might be cutting down on a rod here in a minute, because I have a little trouble fishing with 3 rods. Yeah, imagine if I try to fish with 4 down here. You're allowed 4 per person. I'd be like, I'd have a heart attack in 20 minutes. Yeah, they like these red ones better. I finally spotted these this morning. I was like, yay, I'm starting to see red worms. I don't have to keep these little stinky white worms anymore. Yeah, obviously the red worms show up there. They look like blood. They're bright red color. I'm putting 1 little red worm on, and I'm putting 2 of those little white worms on behind it. Kind of hold that bait in place. That way I don't lose my whole bait going over that like, there's a drop off like this, right? It's like flat like this down, and it drops real quick, and then it flattens back out. Right on that one. Right on that one. Like spot. Yucky. Farther right, left again. Ick, gross. Do that again. Like. Bouncing it. Bounce it, folks. Good cast. You've never fished right here down on your local big river. You really should. You'd be amazed at the other species of fish that are in a location you'd never even know were there. I know I could cast a big old cat rod out there and give myself a big old blue cat every 3 or 4 or 5 hours, whatever, but man, this is so much more fun and exciting. Heck of a lot more of a workout, that's for sure. You almost got all 3 rods back. Notice I'm keeping my worms underneath the rock over here. Hope a snake don't come out on me. That's just because the sun will melt my worms fast. I don't know if that's right or not. Pretty close. Alright. We got our rods back, folks. 13 people in, 42 thumbs up. That's just incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, yeah, and you can use up to 50 hooks. Imagine me trying to do that. Got a little water on me. It's not letting me. Okay, there we are. I'm trying to find my spot in chat here. Bambi says, oh well. So Bambi says, yep, I got you. Come on, yep, big one. Bambi says, so, yep, I got you. I found where I am. See, Coffee Cake, what's going on? Coffee Cake says MVP. See, PMC, what's going on? How you doing? PMC says, bad sound on TV. Well, I think the audio sounds pretty good. I mean, I can just turn her up right here and find out. Yeah, I can hear her perfectly right now, so. See, Jenny said, yep, sound is good. Let's see, Julian, what's going on? How you doing, Julian? Julian says hi. Yeah, that's one of the advantages of using a backup cell phone. I can see exactly what you guys can see, and I hear exactly what you guys can hear. Let's see, Paul, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Paul says, hey, hello, Mike. How's it going today? I see we caught 4 drums so far, all between about 2 and 5 pounds. We've got a double already. Let's see, Paul says, good day, amazing people in chat. Yes, sirree, my friend. We've made it up to 7K subs. That's awesome, my friends. It's just incredible. I really, really do appreciate that. My friends and family in YouTube. All right, let's see. Oh, we look pretty good. Let's see, Paul says, last night, carp from had a mirror carp, 29 pounds. That's a nice fish, buddy. That is very nice, in fact. Most of the mirror carp I get are like under 10 pounds. I'm gonna have to come back and check that out if you got that on live stream. I'm sure if you got at least a few pictures of it, at least. Alright, alright, pretty good. I suppose that was on the feeder method, right? With the ball of bait here and the little hair hook at the bottom part there. It's a pretty cool little rig. I'd love to be able to use that in some of those ponds they got those big carp in. Lakes like mine, you get torn to pieces by bluegill. I mean, the technique still works. You just go through a heck of a lot of bait. But, you know, that's good for the carp. I mean, it's giving them food, and they grow up and everything. That's good for them. Not for the angler that's trying to budget, of course. Yeah, a little simple corn rig on a little Carolina rig about this far, like a 1/16 ounce weight is really good technique around these. I do see a lot of people using those feeder methods in these smaller creeks down here. They can be really, really spooky in them. See, Paul, yes, my live and a new short. All right, I'll definitely check that out, Paul. Let's see, Melvin, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Melvin says hi, nice. Hi, all, nice one, Paul, yesterday. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I didn't make it up till about 6:30 or 7 o'clock this morning, so for the first hour there, I was, you know, preparing, getting everything ready, making sure all my battery stuff was all charged up. Scooter, the cats knocked my my scooter off the charger last night, so that was a little bit more entertainment this morning. 14 and 44. That's awesome, my friends. You guys are enjoying the show. Up, you guys are having a great Saturday. The weekend's going awesome. I had a couple speck bites over here too. But, see, once you get that gunk on the line down here, you can forget about it. So you gotta continuously recast. Oh, will you ride? I saw it go down. That was close. Better losing the weight than the rod, right? I'm gonna cast that out. You got some dump. Like, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, get it. That's like, got him. John, folks. Thanks. That's my light 4-pound test. I gotta fight these guys a little softer. I'm so glad that rod didn't go in. Another nice drum. 2 pounds. Yeah, that one's about 1.5 pounds. This is probably the smallest drum we've caught so far today. Here, buddy. Okay. Nice one, folks. I think I'll switch up hands this time. There we go. Another nice, like, yeah, that's definitely over 1 pound. So 1.25 pounds. Gorgeous fish, folks. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Silvers and chromes and you notice, yep, he's still got that that kind of yellowish tint around those fins. That means these guys are in here nesting. They're dropping their eggs. That's a male, so his things looking a little raw there, but and look at that back tail. Definitely. See how it's kind of torn up? He's been fanning a bed. Or fanning a nest, to be honest. And that's our 5th of the day, folks. And that's actually the smallest one of the day so far. Beautiful. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, with the light rod right by the dang thing. Flail a big one out there deep and don't get a bite. The middle one's been getting a few bites. That close one's been getting bites all the time. Alrighty. Yeah, that's one of my little trout hooks. I figured I've been on me catching small fish right by the bank. Go big, right? This little hook I can put even thing. I've actually caught tiny creek chubs on this hook. It's so small. I think this is back. guys, I wouldn't have seen that bite. Yeah, if you're still having audio problems, you might want to check your mic on your cell phone, your mic on your TV. It's very possible it just needs a little bit of adjustment. Danny Prayers, Melvin. Let's see, Sajan, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Sajan says hi. And Greg, what's going on? How you doing? Greg says hi. See 11 people in, 47 thumbs up. That's just awesome, my friends. I do appreciate that. Thank you. As you guys can see, we're down here on Mississippi River again, down by the Arch in St. Louis. Got 5 nice drums so far. Got a double, actually. Got one on 2 rods. Gore. That's an interesting one. Gore. I can't pronounce that, but Gorsgo? How you doing, Gorsgo? I think Gorsgo says hi. It is pretty quiet and peaceful down here, folks, so kind of have to turn your volumes up a little bit. Now, I'll tell you to turn the volumes down when a train or something comes by. That way you don't have your earbuds blow your eardrums out. Buddy. That's got a muck on it again. You can tell. Sometimes you can tell when this stuff has got muck on it. It starts pulling. Gotta reel around and get that crap off. I think I need that out. Stay on there. Get back off. It is so cool. So weird how you can be right off that edge and I'll hit it and right behind it. I thought I saw something hit this one. That was a pop. Got him. Got him, folks. What have I got? Smaller. What is it? And, steam drum. Hi, buddy. Yeah, that's just a little half pounder. Number 6, so. Okay, that's our 6th drum on feed today, folks. Little half pounder. Cool guy. Gotta love these guys with those silvers and like sheephead, right? Kind of just disappear when you turn them to the sideways. That's for protection, right? All right, hooks out, buddy. No blood. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Right in the middle of recasting, right? You love doing that when you're not looking. It's nice to get a day down here where the wind's not blowing off the river. You can actually see the bites. A lot of times I can't see the bites down here when it's 20-mile-per-hour winds in here. Recently, we've been having a lot of trouble with this heavy wind. Good. Yesterday we were out carp fishing. I got plenty of bluegill and missed a couple of catfish on worm with bobber, but I got one bite with carp, and that was right on the beginning of the feed. If that fish would double the rod in and tried to take me in with it, I wouldn't have noticed it. I literally, our last feed, folks, I had a 10-pound carp grab that bait, first cast, and apparently I didn't have the drag set exactly right. I went, that way. Fast. You saw me run off feed going, hold on, folks, hold on, whoa. I thought that was funny. I put that on a short feed, too, if you guys want to watch it. Yeah, there's some hilarious things that go happen out fishing. I'm so glad to be doing this live stream and stuff too. That way I get all this shenanigans on feed. Well, I must be old. I use the term shenanigans. Oh, wait. Remember back in the day when your dad said great grandpa used to say shenanigans, and now you're saying it? Us. All right, check that chat. What's going on? Let's see, Spam, what's going on? How you doing? Spam says hi. Let's see, we haven't had any new people coming in. That's my backup account. Hi, Michael. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, 18 people in, 49 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Yeah, I need some sun on my arms. I've been pale white after this last winter. I couldn't take my sweatshirt off for the last, 3 months. That's 6 drums so far. Not bad. I didn't think I was going to do that good when I sat down here for the first half hour and didn't get a bite. Then I figured I'd start the feed. Oh, looky, the fishies want to hit now. I swear, guys, I sat down here for a half hour without a bite. Then I turned that feed on, and all of a sudden, bam. Within a minute of starting that feed, I started getting bites. We're off angle a little bit, so my back's just a little bit off the feed side. Yeah, it's just a hair. Let's see if I can get that And I'm so glad that guy's rod didn't get pulled in. I'd have to go over there with a trouble hook and see if I could help him snag it. All right, there we are. Just move that over just a hair. That way you can not off the side of that feed at all. There we go. Looking better now. It's just a gorgeous, glassy day down here today. It's just almost no wind, just a tiny little whisper of a breeze. Haven't seen a train yet either. Knock on wood. I'd like to see a couple trains. I don't mind seeing a train or two. 10. Got dunk on it again. Look at that crap. Every so often you get that stuff piles up on it. How's the fish supposed to find that? How's the fish supposed to find your bait? That stuff on there. It's like not even having your bait out there. You might as well not even be fishing. Almost, folks. I almost decided not to even do feed today. So glad I did. I figured I was going to sit here for an hour or two, maybe catch one or two fish, do some short feeds, but if I'm going to be hitting, might as well turn her on. Ever have a coffee ground stuff in your tongue? Can't get it out. It irritates the heck out of you. You just gotta keep going. Finally comes out, and you want to make sure it's out of your mouth. You don't want that sucker stuck back in there again. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Looks like we got a little bit of a break, so tell you what, let me sit down a spell beside you guys and we'll keep on chatting. It hasn't been bad so far today, folks. 6 nice quality drum. Those are freshwater drum. They're pretty much identical body-wise and taste, to be honest, to sheephead. Bones are about the same too. And you know, the same thing with sheephead too. They'll hit shrimp and stuff when you're in salt water, but and they'll chase some artificials, but they're kind of bottom feeders. Picking through there for like little crabs. Crustaceans. They'll grab a small fish or something that gets near them. I kind of like that. Might have been a bite on the close rod. Boy, if something doubles over one of them rods, I'm in a bad position because even though I'm above the rods, I'm going to have to dive for them. It's going to hurt. I fished down that sandbank right to the right, but it's all muddy. We dropped about a foot overnight down here. I tried to set the camera up over there and sunk. Oh, buddies, I know you guys are out here still. Just Just taking a break, siesta. I was kind of working them hard there for a few minutes. Sure, I got that probably ground out of my mouth. I got another one stuck in here. Get out of here. It won't come out. I have to take my tongue to get my coffee ground stuck in my tongue out. I was really low on coffee this morning, so I had to recycle the coffee grounds, and you're always going to get a few in the filter. Oh, by the way, if you guys, I totally forgot, if you guys want to donate, I haven't said it, to PayPal and Cash App, it's linked in the description on my main channel. If you do, if you don't, that's okay. Helps out the channel so much with bills, utilities. Right now, I could use a good thing of coffee, to be honest. I'm out of folders. I'm recycling. You can get a cup of coffee after. You dry them out in the sun on your windowsill. You'll make an extra couple of cups of coffee. Old man trick. Don't tell anyone about that. Don't tell anyone about that, folks. It's an old man trick. Let's see. Hi, Dennis. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Dennis. I'm doing okay. We caught 6 nice drum, including a double already today. The smallest one we got 1/4 pound, but the rest of them were been about 1.5 pounds to about 5 pounds. See, Dennis says nice. I appreciate that, my friend. Hope you're having an awesome Saturday. Hope your weekend's going great. How you doing, Dennis? I forgot to ask. Sorry. See, Randall, what's going on? Hello, Randall. Randall says hello from North Dakota. How you doing today, Randall? Guess you're doing okay. This is St. Louis, Missouri, by the way. We're down on the Mississippi River down in St. Louis. Dennis says, I'm good. Taking my son fishing tomorrow. Awesome, my friend. Good luck. If he's a little youngin', your local lake or pond, bluegills, catfish, awesome way to start it. If he's an intermediate, bass, crappie, yeah, you know where you're going. I think spring's here, folks. It's supposed to get to 80 degrees today. It's about 70, 77, 78 down here on these rocks. It's beautiful today. Let's see, 36 people in, 52 thumbs up. Really do appreciate that, my friends. See, Randall says good. Awesome, my friend. Tell you what, let me refresh these rods while I'm at it. Let's take a few minutes. This looks like all to the left anyway. There's a fish on there. Oh, you little stinker. Man, just sitting there with it. And that one hit. I just happened to lift that up and felt there was a fish on there. I just felt it. Oh, you sucker. I hate it when they do that. I didn't see that rod move, did you? Like I said, here the rest of the day, that fish probably wouldn't have moved that rod. I should know better. I thought I was snagged for a minute, but then I come to the figure it quick. There's no snags right there. That already got a lead on it that quick. That sucker just sat there with that one. I hate it when they do that. Down here, a lot of times you'll pick it up, start to reel it in, all of a sudden you'll feel, you know, it pulling back. Right. Nice. I didn't want to do that. But give me a minute here, folks. I put too much soil in here. That's my fault. That's on me. I'm gonna lose a few of these guys, but I'm not digging through the rocks for 20 minutes. That's not fun. I think that'll do. Else it's wasting our time. I did dig about 100 of these guys, so we should be fine. Few of them still left around here. They're free. I dig them myself. And this one's got to be kind of gas. Get up. I wonder why that had drifted a little bit far to the right. Or not, that was a fish that had moved the bait that way without even moving the line. Guys are holding right off an edge here, so I've got to get right off that edge right on the bite. Right. That's about it right there. Sorry about that, folks. It happens. I dropped the dang worms fell out, and then fish was just sitting there with it. Caught me off guard. Stinker. I hate it when they do that. They'll sit there for 20 minutes and just sit there with it. They do it too. See, Cindy, what's going on, Cindy? How you doing, Cindy? Cindy says, what's up, MVP? We're doing okay. Six nice rum. Had a pretty decent little buffalo carp up to the bank and popped off. Not seeing any comments yet down here yet. But it could be the day. They could start some big grassies and big commons in here. It could be the day, my friends. Yep, Cindy, we just made by 7K. I was 6,999 when I started the feed. Yeah, I'm sure that was buffalo carp with him just sitting there and not moving it. Yeah, the water's dropped about another foot down here, so all that bank down there to the right looks beautiful. It's just it's all muddy. It's like there's a little tiny layer of sand on top of it. The rest of it's down to your knee in a split second stuff. Let's see, Pietro Bartro, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Pietro says he's from Poland. Awesome, my friend. This is St. Louis, Missouri. This is the Mississippi River. You have to go about a quarter mile downriver from here. You run into the arch. If you're wondering, we caught 6 nice freshwater drums so far today. I don't know if you were or not. But. Let's see, Teaser, what's going on? How you doing, Teaser? Teaser says hi. Hi, Teaser. Yeah, we had a pretty good run. The first feed. Yeah, we actually had a double down here too. That was exciting. I just landed one and my other rod went. So I had to put the fish down and grab the other rod before it went in. 12 people in, 58 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. What did I do with my coffee? Oh, there it is. After talking for 30, 40 minutes, you get a little dry mouth, especially on these rocks down here. It's probably going on 80 now. All right, that's enough of the rest. Hit the rods again. Yeah, the benefit of using a backup cell phone is I can man that chat even right down here by the rods. Be right on top of you guys to be able to read that chat. Takes a little bit more work. You got to keep your backup cell phone charged. Make sure you always got minutes on it. Look at that bird just died all this stuff. Look at that. exploratory casting too down here to the right. On this crap line. That's how you know the river's supposed to be rising, but it's dropping because they're holding water upriver at the locking dam. They do that during the spring a lot of times to make sure that they got water for the crops later on in the season. They'll grab it during the spring flooding. Instead of the water being up 22, 23 feet, it's down to like 7 or 8 feet. Now it's shooting to the right. See, why? QICH, what's going on? How you doing? Psych says hi. How you doing, my friend? Got him, folks. I'm digging. Come on, fish. Come off the bottom. Ah. Yeah, that fish is digging. I think we got something different. I do not think this is a draw, folks. Run the rod out of the way. Ah. That's a draw. That's 15, 20 pounds. Watch it. Oh yeah, that's big, whatever it is. Oh, look at that. Fish take off running. That is not a drum for sure. Not real. Got a problem here right now, folks. Have to watch that. Real malfunction there. Uh-oh. Orange tail. We were just talking about it, folks. I think we got our first common carp. Yep, orange tail, common carp, folks. Yeah, that's a 10, 15 pound river brood here. Not that 28, 30 pounder you got the other day, Cindy, but it's only 8 pound test. Come on, big guy. I thought I felt that top dorsal fin and that fish ran on me. Come here, girl. That's a big old common carp, too. That's way bigger and way healthier than the last one I got down at Fairgrounds. And I thought I saw that orange tail. Yeah, she ain't done yet. I'm so worried about my knot tie on this one now. She keeps bouncing that top dorsal fin. Maybe I should have let my ribs heal up a little bit more before doing this. All right, folks. Man, these guys are just all muscle. And this sand is just, it's all muddy sand. Look. Bouncing off that top dorsal fin, man. That top end's got so easy. Jesus, it's quick. Oh yeah, that's definitely over 10. That's a river monster by anyone's standards. Should probably go about 15. Man. She still ain't done. She is so full of eggs too. Amazing. I believe she's swallowing my hook. See if I can get that hook out of her without hurting her. Might have to give her that hook, I don't know. And just in time for bar to go by, so I'm going to go under the water while I'm doing this. I can't believe that fish swallowed my hook. Yeah, I'm going to have to give her the hook. Yeah, that's a 15 easy, folks. Yeah, that's a 15 easy. Yeah, she is just so fat, full of eggs. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable fish here, folks. I don't think we can get her on all on feed from there, so massive carp. 15 pounds easy. Gorgeous fish, folks. Let's get her in here closer for you guys to check her out. Beautiful fish, folks. All right. Yeah, that's the fish of the day so far, folks. Gotta love doing this, folks. You really do. Yeah, she had that hook down in her throat, so I'll just give it to her. Ready? There you go. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just give me a break, folks. I haven't battled one of those suckers in a while. Yeah, 8 or 10 pound buffalo carp, but 20 pound buffalo don't fight anything like that fish. Whew. I'm so glad I didn't hook them on this 4-pound test. That would have been, I'd have been down here till dark. Man, that was on my lighter rod. Let me switch up rods here. Switch up this hook with this other rod. Maybe I can keep a good hook on this one. Put a smaller one on this one. I really don't feel like digging through my pocket for another hook that size. But I've got the same size hook on this one. And that was on worm, folks, so amazing what these garden worms will do. Yeah, this is my break time, making sure I'm got everything rigged back up. We had to give that hook, so. Switching up hooks here. All right, that's back on there pretty good. I just gotta find a good hook for this one. Yeah, I should have it's an off shank. I don't like these hooks that much, but it's better than digging through my box. These hooks are fine, they just need a little bit of work. Need to be off shank a little bit. Yep, now that should work fine. Now that hook is just a little bit off shank. Yeah, seagull. I hear you. Yeah, that was a fight and a half, which it really was. Alright, that's back on. Let's put some bait on here. We were just mentioning about those, we haven't seen a good common carp down here in a while. Hi, how you doing? Drum and carp. Not buffalo carp, carp. Common carp. I saw you wait for that guy to move. Oh, okay. Yeah, he had his rod kind of set wrong, and it got pulled off the rocks. I thought it got pulled in, luckily it didn't. No, it got pulled off the rocks. He had see that big mountain? Oh, see down there? Yeah, it got pulled off the rocks. I thought it got pulled in. I was yelling to him, but luckily it got to the edge there. You know, those open face reels will sometimes stick on those rocks. They got caught like six pretty good drum between a pound and like 5.5 pounds. Yeah. And that common carp I got broken in tape. Yeah, you know, I've seen that carp I got, man. You know how hard those you know the orange ones? Yeah, those common carp fight, man. don't know. I ain't seen any buffalo for a while. I just, you know, they ride in schools, right? So there might be 100 of them right here one week, and then they'll be across the river, and they'll be over there, and they're like grazers, like big cows. They're here one day and gone the next. Then they might be here, gone, and then back again. Sorry, folks, I've been neglecting you for a minute. I had to take a break after that last fish we got. She took my hook a little deep, so I had to give her that hook. Trying to get the rods back out here. You know how havoc can ensue when we get a river monster down here. Remember that ledge, that sand ledge? Yeah. They're rolling right up and down that ledge. I'm sure they're to the left over here too. By now you like sitting on the close to the water better, right? Yeah. It's starting to dry out. Probably by the end of the day, you'll be able to stand on it. It's mostly sand, so the water's leaving it. It was over it yesterday. So yeah, that dropped that much overnight. Starting to get more, and then those little white worms are starting to take some red worms now. Tell you what, I got worm beds all up and down my property. I can show you where I live. You can dig. I dig as many as I can. I can't get them out. By the end of the season,
Where I used to take you back in the day.
It's up the hill a little bit, but it's not much. They tore that house down. I just moved up the block and rebuilt it.
Okay.
I used to have them up there that once. That was an old frame house. They tore it down, unfortunately. Right. Got him, folks. Got him. Yep. That is our smallest drum so far. Look googly. That's almost the size of bait. Jeez, dude. I can't. I'm trying to talk to you guys, but yeah, that's our 7th drum so far. So we've got 7 drum and a big common carp. Gorgeous little drummy. Hi, little drum bud. Where's that hook? Hook's out. Bye-bye. Thank you. That's still a big bluegill, to be honest. Bigger than your regular bluegill. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these drum are in here nesting. Yeah, they're in there doing their mating thing. They're dropping their eggs and everything. So, I got a number of bites today where it just hit the bottom. So I probably dropped it right on their nest, and they did not like that, whatever it was getting by their nest. Hammering. Doing this as fast as I can, folks. Alright, we can back to that chat finally. Dang. That took forever, didn't it? Sorry about that, folks. And here we are in chat. Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Psych. Let's see. Spawn says, hello from Hungary. Have fun river carp fishing. I appreciate that, my friend. You have a good day, and I hope you enjoy the show. Let's see, Ken, what's going on? How you doing? Ken says, yo, nice. Let's see, Mazda, what's going on? How you doing? Mazda says hi. And Thunderstuck Fishing, what's going on? How you doing? Fishing says, nice fish, my brother. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Ken says, thumbs up. Let's see, Spawn with your attractive message. Let's see, Jamadi, what's going on? How you doing? Jamadi with the attractive message. Let's see, Claude, what's going on? How you doing? Claude says, hello, mate. Good luck. How are you? I'm doing okay so far. We've got 7 freshwater drum and a big 15 plus common carp. See, Claude says, fast reaction. Nice. Let's see, Crazy Gorilla. How you doing, Crazy Gorilla? Crazy Gorilla says, what fishing? Let's see, this is the Mississippi River, and we're using worms, so sky's the limit. Right now, we seem to be catching a lot of freshwater drum, common carp, and maybe some buffalo suckers. There are also channel catfish, blue catfish, grass carp. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. There's a lot more. Let's see, Crazy says hi. Hugo says hi. How you doing, Hugo? Let's see, Thunderstuck says, hey, Mike. Hi, buddy. What's going on? Pretty much, they're garden variety. They're just little red wigglers, so they're pretty much the same species. Except these I don't have to buy. That way we can live stream with like live bait all year round, and I don't have to buy bait all the time. The only time I have to buy bait is when the ground's frozen. Like, got him. It's on, folks. It's on. Look at this stuff. It's cool. Yeah. What's the counter? Another nice, like, 2-pound drum. Folks. Oh yeah, these are great eating size. See the tails are messed up, and that bronze color on there, they're dusting up. That's a male, so he's in there. He's in there guarding them eggs. I do like to eat them when on occasion. Where did I got you? Go. It's out. Yeah, that's about 2 pounds. Solid fish. Yeah, he's got a little sand on him. Get off here. He'll love doing that. He's like, get me back in the water. I gotta get back to my eggs. All right, buddy, let me show you off and I'll get you back in the water, okay? Unharmed and going back to doing your thing. Everyone wants to see you on YouTube. Get your 5 minutes on YouTube. I already did. Oh boy. Yeah, we broke the 7K barrier, folks. So it's a gorgeous day. It's about 80 degrees out here. Just beautiful. That's as long as my forearm. Easy. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. See, down reason why I like coming down here to the river. It's so much by it. Look at all the river floor lines down here. I mean, I don't want to see anyone. I go over here and I don't want to see someone for a month. And right past it too, there's that that rock spot there. I mean, it's really snaggy, right? That's the last big blue cat I got from here. It's about 2 weeks ago over there. Blue catfish, about 20 pounds. Honestly, I don't get them that much more bigger than that. I mean, I get 40, 50 pound flathead down here, but I only seem to get about 50 pounds. Your life from about 3 or 4 pounds. You seem to get those monsters, you see. I guess I really don't fish out. That's a big fish. That's the first one of those I've seen all year. Buffalo. Yeah. That's definitely a buffalo. Just come up and they do that stuff. That's about where I'm fishing, give or take. It's hard to fish over there because you got that block lid to the right, and then you got this like, yeah. Over there it's perfect. I mean, I debated whether or not to fish here or here. Side of yeah, you could probably get to right to that edge of those rocks, but you have to walk down these rocks. Where you are, you just straight down. I got good knees. Okay. Back to the chat, folks. I was writing notes, I'm reading chat. Like usual, heck breaks loose. If I do catch a buffalo, I'll give it to you, okay, buddy? Well, I know how much you work for them guys. You haven't gotten one this year, have you? If I do get one of them buffalo, I'll give it to you, okay? Because I know you haven't gotten one this year, have you? You'll have to tell everyone up on O'Fallon Park, I got my first buffalo from. I gave it to me. That's just a little bit too hard, right? Again, that's fine. I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying this big time. This is fun. Beats some trout, don't it? And I'm using my heavier gear, and I'm still having trouble pulling them in. Imagine if I get like a 20-pound carp on this 4-pound test that I use for trout. Yeah, it could take me till about dark to land. Right. Gosh, another one. It's on. Yeah, they gotta be sitting right here. Nice white one, folks. Yep, this is live stream, folks. This is not recorded. It's being recorded. That's another nice tool I have. Yeah, no, I'd rather pick one. Yeah, that's a couple. That's definitely 3 pounds. Alright, let's get her cleaned off a little bit for you guys. Put your mouth, stick it. There we go, folks. That's another nice one. That's about 3 pounds. 3.5, 4 pounds actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to this guy. You guys remember Terry down here. He's fished with me at O'Fallon Park and everything, so I'm gonna give him this one. That way he's at least got 1 fish. We've let go 7 of them, so plus 1 big common carp. Gorgeous fish, folks. That's our 8th of the day. So eight of these big guys and yeah, see how it down here doing his thing. Probably drop the very. I'll let 7 of them go. So I'll let 4 of them go here. That's about as big as I like to keep. Anything over about 5 or 6 pounds, I usually pull back. You know, they start tasting a little lucky. Tell you what, goes. We haven't talked with you guys in chat for a while, so let's get back to the fishing, to the chatting here. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Let's see, Paul says fish on. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? How you doing? Chris and Danny. Give me a minute to catch my breath here, Danny. I'll do that here in a second. See, Chris says, good fishing, Mike. Just a friendly hello from the Netherlands. Awesome, my friend. Yeah, you guys know this is St. Louis, Missouri. Let's see, 22 people and 73 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's 18 now. It's bouncing. Chris says, nice one, Mike. Yeah, so we caught 8 of those nice drum today and 1 big common carp. Yep, I just caught one. Let's see, Paul, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Paul says any catches. Yep, we've caught 8 drum and a common carp about 15 pounds. And drum are between about, well, the majority of them have been about 5 to 2 pounds. Now we have caught a couple smaller ones, not many. Oh dang! Got out of the bucket. Yeah, just throw a rock in there on top of it. Could have been worse. I could have rolled in the water. It stopped halfway down. I know I'm in for you guys to chat with too sometimes, but when they're hitting like this, you gotta hit them. Of course, to be honest, they've been doing this all day. Since I started this feed about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago or something like that. It ain't like this at all this time. I have to check. Yeah, the sun's still up pretty high. It's pretty early in the day. Terrible. Yeah, that one. I told you they're in there nesting. They're mean. bang him over the head with a rock. Okay again. Alright, let me get this done here. Switch over to my other account here. Right back. Live feed. We are. 21 people in, 74 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. Alright, let me make sure I do this. I wasn't sure who that was, because, you know, there you go. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to actually. There you go. Alright, that's done. Let's see, David says 9177. How you doing, David? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. I haven't had time to sit down in a while. I like to take a break every once in a while. Sit my foot down, but they ain't giving me much of an opportunity, have they, today, folks? No barbecue. Like, bye. Got him. Got him. Hey, that's our first sturgeon of the day. our first sturgeon of the day, shovel nose. That's just a little baby. They get to be about maybe 8 or 9 pounds, so yeah, it's a little baby. I gotta show you this guy. This is a dinosaur, folks. This really is. This thing has been around for millions of years. Hasn't changed a bit. Check this little guy out. Actually, it almost looks like a pallet sturgeon. Wow, that might actually, I think that's a pallet sturgeon. Boy, this is an endangered species here. Yeah, you're not even allowed to keep these guys. Look at the back tail on that, like a little whip. tiny little eyeballs. Look at that, itty bitty eyeballs. It's a dinosaur of the Mississippi River. Yeah, I think he wants back in. Gorgeous little fish, folks. See you, buddy. Thank you. I love them things, too. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hard pressed to keep all 3 of these rods out today. I upped my game this year. I went from 2 rods to 3 rods. I don't think it was a good idea, to be honest. I think this is a little bit too much work for me. Lord knows if I tried 4 rods down here. That one looks okay. I could probably put one on her. Make sure. Amazing what you can dig in a half hour. It's been a heck of a trip so far, folks. We caught. Like, come on, buddy. Got him. I'll pull off. Man. Hopped off on me. Man, that one just. Crap. You know, you're gonna miss one every once in a while, right, folks? Got him, though. Hopped off on me. If I try to use 4 rods down here, I'd wind up in the ER. Alright, got him. Hopped off. Cracked. Oh, heck. Sure, hook. Right still. It feels good. Must not have a hook into that one. Fast as I can cast out of here, folks, they're hitting. Fast as I can cast out here, man. They're popping it. Probably focus on 2 rods. Hard time to keep it up for 3. I was about to say we caught 9 freshwater drum, big old common carp, and a sturgeon. Talk about diversification of species down here. Right here. Got him. Got that one. Pop that hook a little harder that time. Another nice drum. Come here, buddy. That's another 2-pounder. 2.5, 3-pounder. That's our 10th drum so far. I found a hook that sticks. Hard to get him out. Come here, buddy. Quit it. That's number 10, folks. Number 10. Another beautiful, beautiful specimen. Don't look at me like that. That was looking at me. See, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. People don't believe I catch that many of them down here. You see me catch 50 rainbow trout. You know how stubborn I can be until I can really stand up. I ain't quitting. I actually fished them. I'll cat them. Nice. I think it looks like I haven't had one swallow the hook yet. It seems like they're mouthing that thing, trying to get it away from their nest and stuff. They're not really eating. They're grabbing it. They're grabbing it. Let's see if his rods back out. Quick. Rocks. Yeah. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, what the heck is that? A cormorant? You know, one of those bird, fish-eating birds. Maybe that. Oh, you know what that was? That was a turkey. That was a turkey just flew across the river. It got close to the water, and it couldn't keep up, so it was flapping right against the water as it was going up. I wonder why it wasn't standing. I remember that now, because when turkeys get going to flight, they can still fly, they just can't fly far. Either that or I'm hallucinating, folks. It's a plausibility. These guys have kept me busy for a while. I haven't done this in a long time where I've kept busy for hours. Alright, folks, I think we're back. Check that chat, see what's going on. You guys are enjoying the show, my friends. See Alaskan, what's going on? Alaskan says, yo MVP. See Chris says, new sub, Chris. Let's see it. Epson. The Yam. Yam, what's going on? How you doing? And Yam says hi. And he says, hi AAA. See, Chris says, Danny. Danny says, hey, Chris. Chris says, how you doing? Having fun? Yeah, we caught 11 nice drums so far today. We've also caught like a 15-pound common carp. And we've also caught a sturgeon. Yeah, these guys have been keeping me busy all day long. Another bite. Oh, you little stinker, missed him. we actually haven't missed that many bites. Geez, these are some bigger fish. These aren't those smaller drum I've been catching. These are like 4 or 5 pound drum. They fight, man. As soon as this thing been settling on here, they've been popping. Every once in a while, you'll get a bite on one of these other rods. It's not the drum. Like I got that sturgeon on the shallow rod right by the bank. And that common carp I got in the middle rod. These guys have eaten up almost 100 worms so far. That's back. I put a little heavier weight on because where they're holding is a little heavier current. They got most of it. Oh my God. You know I still bite on. There it goes again. I'm getting too impatient, man. I'm letting him hit it. No, I'll let him hit it, folks. Put it already. Got him that time. Another nice drum. At least a pound. Pound and a half. Number 12, folks. Yeah, these guys are just beating me up today. Yeah, I finally found a hook that sticks. Man. Number 12, folks. Oh, dude, seriously. Yeah, these guys are worked up. There we go. Number 12, folks. Number 12. Gorgeous fish. Absolutely beautiful. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I know I'm dropping a lot of worms right now, but my record for this guys are like 35 or 36 a day. I'm not talking little babies either. I'm talking like a pound. So I got a lot of ways to go. Before I break a record. Still, haven't done this in a while. I'm stocking more worms than I'm using up. Back, folks. 6. Let's see, Chris says, Danny. Hi, Danny. Danny says, hey, Chris, brother. Chris says, how you doing? Having fun. Let's see, Thunderstuck says, hey, everyone. Chris says, Mr. Thunderstuck. Danny says, Thunder, brother. Wait. They're not giving me time to chat, folks. Yeah, they're just not giving me time to chat. Another nice one. Popped off. Yeah, another big one. That was on my small hook. I was pulling him a little bit hard. Hook bent out. Well. Oh well. These fish for the trout. They really get trout down here. It really does. So much more fun than fishing for the trout. It's on there. Didn't get me that time. It fooled me. Another nice one. Not that. Here, buddy. Bring my rod on one of these guys. Eventually. Number 13, folks. So 13 drum. A sturgeon, a big common carp. That's our first train of the day, it sounds like. Earbuds out, folks. Volume's down. That's our first train of the day, too. Man, these guys are cheering me up. Number 13. Yeah, see those tails all torn up? These guys are in here nesting. Gotta love doing this, folks. Just gotta love it. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. little babies either, folks. Those are like pound after pound. Those are fighting size there. I know rainbow trout, we call it wild ones, they fight really good. But those stockers, they don't actually fight all that much. These guys sure as heck do. That's that. Slime all over it. Here, Chris says, bye-bye Thunderstuck. He says, I'm about to take care of Gracie back out to the river. She wants to fish some more. I'll catch you all later. Here's everyone. All right. See you, Justin. Have a good luck, my friend. Here says, hi, y'all. Alright, 16 people still in, 81 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. He says, have a good one, Justin. That was a heck of a run. We had about 2.5 hours here. Now, I don't know how long I'll be doing this again. I promise you going look. See how my battery charge is doing. I don't even think I have her on the battery stick. Let me go check. Oh man, I've been sitting there for a while. There goes my lens now. You guys are on the rocks over here, so I got the comfort spot today. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. About 3 hours. Yeah, guys, it's been a heck of a run. Let's see, Pierce says, substitution, SUBT, Justin. It looked like good camera angles today, too. You could see both rods. All right. Let's get back to some fishing, folks. Wrap all that line. says, don't forget to share the live out. It helps out the channel. Yes, sirree. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, my friend. Making up and dropping it a lot. Oh yeah, water. They're probably opening it. Yeah, the gates up there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that barge is. So he's moving everything faster than the current. So the current's going to be moving a little faster. Those fish are trying to kill me. Not hurt yet. Got it, folks. It's time. Hey, another bud. How you doing, buddy? Number 15. We're finally getting a few smaller ones now. Man, this hooks, once they stick, they don't want to come out. 15, folks. Seriously, man. God, these guys hard to hold. Number 15, like almost about a pound. Cool little guys, right, folks? Number 15. So we caught 15 drums so far today. Oh, what? Bye, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. We caught 15 today. 15 freshwater drum, a sturgeon, and a big old common carp. Whew. This can be fun, but man, is it exhausting. Man, it's exhausting. You guys want to shed a couple pounds, come out here and cruise for a couple hours. Back on this one. Thanks for the chat. Hey Ricky, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Ricky said we started yesterday carp fishing, landing 6 big healthy carp, great from the Netherlands. Awesome, my friend. We got one big common carp yesterday at a local park, and we got one about twice that size down here on Mississippi. Now the biggest, that one I got here was about 15 pounds. The one I got at the lake was about 10. So. Dean, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? How's you doing, my friend? If you, Dean says hi. Chris says, nice, Rick. Sierra, what's going on? How you doing? Sierra says hi. No worries, Chris. You're a mod, so you can keep up with that stuff. Chris says, where are you fishing, Rick? Ricky says, ha. Chris says, here, laughing his butt off. Red Rick, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? 21 people in, 86 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. See, Perk, what's going on? How you doing? Perk says hi. Rick says, it's a private pool. Rick says, hi, everyone. Rick says hi again. Chris says, I'm the first on the sub here, Rick. Rick says, yes. That Peter laughing is, Rick says, this is a farm pond. Says, no, Red Rick says, this is the Mississippi River down by the Arch in St. Louis, my friend. Yeah, you don't get any more wild than this unless you go up to the Amazon. Pierce says, you don't read good, you need glasses, Red. I'm more than happy if my friends and family come in. But it would be nice to get on the top. Man, that's really popping hard. Try to pull it over the stick. Pull it over the rock. Got him. Not that time. Not that time, folks. Yeah, these guys don't breed, yeah, they only breed in the wild. This is number 17, folks. So this is called a freshwater drum. They're native to Mississippi River, in and around its outlets in the United States of America. And that's our 17th of the day, folks. Number 17. I'd never fished a farm pond in my life, actually. Got him. All right, looks out. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I might put on a little corn to see if there's a big old common carp or anything in here still. There's another big carp in here. getting a little slimy. I'll probably have to feed it to the fish at the end of the day anyways. Let's get some more bait over here. Got him? All right. Now you can say you caught one. Well, you haven't caught it yet. You got him in yet. And with him. And now you can say you caught one. I'm gonna get the hook out of that one. Yep. That hook wasn't coming out anytime soon. Oh yeah, those actually stick sometimes the best of these. Wow, seriously? That hurt my little eardrums. Ow! Why, Train? Why? Why do you want to make MBP lose his hearing? Back to the chat, folks. 23 people and 90 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. Chris, what he said. Let's see, Kachapa. KA, what's going on? How you doing? Kate says hi. Here says, clean idea. Let's see, Chris says, oh boy. Let's see, Pierce says, are you drunk, Red? Let's see, Red says, probably. I appreciate you coming in, my friends. You guys are enjoying the show. Good shot. Really? Yeah, that was close, folks. I really don't like that. Man, I believe I missed that bite. see. Redrick says, no, just being silly. Redrick says, I stopped drinking in 1999. Let's see, Pierce. Well, I stopped drinking in 1899. Let's see, Pierre with a thumbs up. Chris, it's not an issue, Redrick. You can get drunk on Monday. Let's see, Pierre laughing his butt off. It's Monday on shoot. I've been asleep for a week. Hey, I've done it before, and I'll probably do it again. I've done it before, folks, and I'll probably do it again. Wake up one day and like, where did the week go? I don't remember that last week. Where'd it go? Let's see, Redrick, Michael. The really bad thing about it is most people don't realize Redrick and I were not joking. Like it's Saturday? Where'd Thursday go? Thursday and Friday and what the? Did I get kidnapped by aliens again? See, Chris says, it's not Monday. Take rough pills again. Let's see Redrick Chris laughing his butt off. I think I took the blue pill. Oops, I should have taken a red pill. Thank gummit. All right. That's all. Like fishing for trout where you just go, hey, you gotta put some backbone behind it every cast. It's been a while since we've done a 4-hour feed, but we haven't been able to catch fish for 4 hours straight. We are today. Usually I catch fish for about 3 hours, then it kind of slacks off, and I'm going, okay. Then I'm catching fish. I like that. What's going about? Fish ain't gonna let me take a break today. Every time I sit down, a rod tries to pull in. Fish. And me coming down here every day with 100 worms and feeding them too. Let's see, Chris says, it's still February, right? Yeah, February 1998, I think. 96. Yeah, that's about right, 96. Redrick's laughing is awesome. We'll definitely help you out, my friend. I'm gonna walk up here. Just watch. Just watch that far rod. That's the only one they've been hitting on all day, but just watch it. I'll set my butt down right here, get nice and relaxed, get my coffee over here, and let's see how long this respite lasts. Make a stick on it. Stick. Drink of coffee. I haven't had anything to drink in an hour. Better. One of these days, we're actually happy that the fish give you a respite for a minute. Yeah, that rod tip's wobbling all right. Yeah, he got one down there about 7 or 8 pounds too. Helped him in and in. Let's see, Rich says, yes, hydrate, brother. Yeah, it's about 80 out here right now, so definitely needed a drink. Let's see what the feed is doing over here on this angle. Battery's dead. Battery extender's gone, so oh well. She only lasts about 2 hours. Yeah, it's been a heck of a fishing trip. Let's see, Red Group says 39 degrees Fahrenheit here in Detroit. And yesterday it was 72. Yeah, I know, right? Some crazy weather we've been having recently. Like 4 days ago, it was like 17 or 18 degrees for a high. And the next day it was 60. And the next day it was like 70. And now it's getting near 80. And I think that's one of our longest runs we've ever had down here. That's 3 hours straight. I got enough of those big ones in on my little white rod. There's a guy using a 100-pound test now. Felt like there was something on there. Isn't it kind of crazy? We got people from the Netherlands, from Finland, from the UK, from Scotland, from all over the world watching us right now, fish. It's just crazy right now that it takes them like 1.5 seconds to get that feed, right? It's amazing. This is a public thing. I'm not paying for this. YouTube's paying for this. I ain't doing. This is free. Just get 50 subs, go on YouTube, and you can start your own live feeds like this. I've always said that I don't mind YouTube with commercial applications. It does need to upgrade its systems all the time to keep new and unique and everything. Keep up with the stuff. I think YouTube does a pretty good job, to be honest. Let's see. Chris says, "Yes, Mike. You need some liquids in your." Yeah, I wish I had enough for soda on the way back. Oh, I wonder if this guy would be $2. Mountain soda costs like $1.79. I should probably ask. I don't think I have quite enough on my PayPal left. I'm close. I don't really want to spend that. I'm going to need it for a cup of coffee tomorrow morning. It's only going to cost like $2. I wonder how much is slow, always slow running these things. Let's see, 15 people and 94 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. Let's see, Red Brick said, "Yeah, crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm special. I ain't the same." Chris said 93 likes. Going for the 100. Yeah, we made it close today. I'm very happy for the results of the trip. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, I'm gonna start shutting her down here too, folks. We're probably getting by close to the 4-hour mark. I still gotta put together $1 for a soda or something on the way back. Let's see how long we've been in. We've been in almost 4 hours. So. Well, our clock's going backwards, so I wouldn't count on it. We started at like 11. No, yeah, 12 o'clock. So actually, we've only been in 3 hours, but 12 hours of nonstop fishing. That sounds good to me. 12 hours of nonstop catching and catching. How many? All right, have a great evening, my friends. I think I'm going to shut her down. We've been in for 3 hours, so just think when the fishing actually turns on really good right now, folks, right? Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. Appreciate you guys coming in and staying in. And See you, Red Bricks. See you, Chris. If you're still in, Danny, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Miss Giggy. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you guys all coming in and staying in and chatting with me today. Totals, 17 drum, a big common carp, and a sturgeon. So, just going to have my good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.